Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome back to Let's Play Maize. So, it was very bizarre. Latex gloves by Charles for sensitive finger. And supply. Go camcorder here. It'd be nice if we could see on this globe Soviet Union's in place or not. Can't tell. That would tell us more about the time period. I think so, it was 81. Changed very quickly. Did want to take a second look at those blocks again. Put the number this. Keep it written down. 8052. Put it wrote down, just in case we need that in the future. Get the feeling probably not, but you never know. Go. I know it's not a horror game, but I'm still like very much terrified of being jump scared. Sink later. Get this mouter. Oh, scared. I don't know what that below I'm scared is from. It's that that animation. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Can't remember what the parody name of the video is called. I think it might have been Amnesia: The Dick Descent. But it was very funny because the guy comes into the building and everything's all spooky and walks in on the monster masturbating. He's like, "Whoa, scared." Use the nails are fused against safety. We're out to the farmhouse. It's slightly less dark than it was. I could have done that sooner, that might have. Cellar doors. I am crouching. Actually, I think I was. Crackling noises now. Picked up a CD. Good for you. A new path is open to you. The barn and the silo. Top secret. An old CD, its label faded, pressed on the first batch of CDs ever created. This brand was notoriously expensive and even more unreliable, making even the greatest symphonies sound like something a concussed elephant make stumbling. Alright, well, we have one piece of our puzzle then. Atari. Hold on here. This Atari, shaped like an NES, has a NES controller and a Atari joystick, and it has a N64 styled game cartridge in it. It cannot read. Interesting being able to see stuff we didn't see before. Aha! Russian Federation? Yeah, Russian Federation. read up on my history and see what that. It's not called the Russian Federation currently, is it? Anything else like weird? Federation. Not called that right now. It's called Russia. It's not called Soviet Union. Do that between episodes. I'll look up what the Russian Federation. White House. TV. I have to go to our new options that opened up. I think we've done everything. Eventually, the power did something upstairs, but I don't think so. That looks like the upstairs is a lighting that change up. The barn and silo are open now. Just cracked a little bit there, I apologize for that. To sprint. Why do I need to sprint? That's what you'd have to ask yourself if it was a horror game. Anytime they tell you how to sprint in a horror game, you're usually in for a bad time. If you're stuck, remember press E to examine your equipped items for clues. We're okay for now. Green. Kidney care. Or Korea. Korea can Butch. Let's lower the parameter first. Dismount. Silo. Probably more. 1 and 2. I want to go this way though. It said the barn and the silo are opened up, so what's over this way? And you tell me to go to the barn and the silo and then not tell me what's over here, huh? Now you're hiding stuff back here. There's a tractor. Attached to a propane tank. Okay, that was nothing. We'll go ahead and go into the barn without exploring the perimeter of the silo, though. That would just be a little bit too inefficient of time. Whoa. Scared. By the way, that's why I never play horror games on the channel. Or horror games at all. Because, I mean, this isn't even a horror game, and I'm a little bit weirded out. And if something was to jump scare me, I'd probably piss my pants. A slight exaggeration, but it would get me pretty bad. Get me pretty bad. Some farm version of a pallet jack. There's the pallet. Horn of the World. Look outlining the differences and similarities of corn species across the globe. Several chapters also discuss the color yellow. A few species are circled in red pen, while no appears in many places across the entire book in blue pen. what this is. I think. It doesn't look entirely like what it is. My grandpa had a catfish maker that looked like that. Sort of. I think it had like a larger bottom half though. Top half was very small. Hello, I'm so scared. Question mark, question mark. Bad. Yeah, here. One half of diagram. Diagram torn in half contains a very complicated equation scribbled in orange. Pin drawing of a person and a DNA helix. It looks very important. Tried to eat it at first, then you changed your mind when you couldn't find any salt. That's pretty weird. Lots of complex math formulas and like a TNT or TXT formula. I'm guessing that the other half of it is the thing that's stuck in the meat grinder. That has a helix on it. There's what I like. Bad. A lot of clothes just laying around. Ugh. Got a broom and I'm not afraid to use it. Pile of something or other that you can sweep up with this. You already knew that. What you didn't know was that this broom is haunted. This will not affect your adventure in any way as the ghost is currently away on this. I approve of that. Carry my hammer. Mallet. Farmer, you shouldn't need exercise equipment because work itself should be hard enough. I guess there's no puzzle here. I thought there was going to be a puzzle here with the good, bad question mark. In the half-written diagram, I figured there'd be something. This odd to me that there's nothing in this room. We have a broom. Nothing comes to my mind that we needed to use. We have a sink full of corn oil. We have a meat grinder with something stuck in it. So, do the lightning symbol. Also, lightning. Bobby pin, can't get around the building at all. Got a mallet. Oh, weird. Pile of corn kernels. Pile of corn kernels with the broom. Steel nose pliers is probably what we need to get the thing out of the sink. I saw something in that sausage grinder that could be removed with these pliers. You know this because you spent an uncomfortable amount of time trying to pull it out with your hands, making no progress whatsoever. Yeah, I'm probably overthinking most of the stuff I'm doing here. How I've been, like, super checking things out and stuff. The game looks like it just kind of tells you what to do. Take this thing here. Other tattered blueprint. Though it's hard to make out, this blueprint looks like it's for a construction of a very large, very poor planned facility. Farm situated on top of it. The facility itself is actually an architectural record, having the largest number of corridors that lead to absolutely nowhere. Why did we build all this? It's kind of making fun of a lot of video games there. Corridors and stuff that lead to nowhere. like a chair and a table set up near this telescope, like you could look around with it, but the top to this thing, I don't think that would actually work. Sure, this is gonna have a tongue-in-cheek comment about the fact we're carrying around a fucking telescope. Manufactured with about a century ago, this telescope's effective range is the tops of low-hanging trees. Possibly because the lenses were put on backwards, looks like it was used frequently with varying results. Why do we have... I guess it's not going to make fun of that. Space. Not a comeback game, there's no reason to have the mallet out all the time, but makes me feel better at least. Not first, thank you. Jesus. Is this supposed to be dark brown? A glow of severed hands. I don't want to grab that. Jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. That's my Steam. Severed hand, perfectly preserved in the glove that encases it. Should come in handy should you give yourself a... You could give yourself a hand and find a way to loosen and get that glove off. First found was intended, but not the same. I'll carry a hand around, dude. Very fashionable hat. Folio. Single stalk of corn here. Ah, there's... I'll keep an eye on you as I take a look at this very fashionable hat. Very fashionable fedora, worn by a very fashionable person. Due to this, you're not putting it on your head. You have not earned the right. The inner tag, owner wrote his name, and it is a reference to something that I do not know. I apologize for that. Is that like a lunchbox? Looks like it's highlighted, but the color of it, I guess. I'm watching you, corn. Spelled with a K. Card name tag. Wonder if this will say Doc Brown. Took you several hours of staring, but you managed to deduce that the name tag in fact belongs to the dead person who was near, and that his name is Fernando. Took you several more hours to notice that the dead person was a lab assistant. 5 more minutes to realize that you were trying to read the thing upside down the whole time. F identification, name Fernando, lab, associate, probably. Folder's signature is an X. Date of birth 1/1. 10/8. No, 1989. Okay, so we're getting an idea of what's going on here. Date of birth, date of something. At least we have another thing that tells us the date. Spacebar. Trying to press everything but spacebar. So maybe Rip Fernando wasn't a reference, it's just that's the dude's name. A gloved hand. Guessing that probably we put that in the corn oil sink. We use the pliers, of course, to get the thingy out of the thingy. I think we'll have everything we need to access the door, because I'm fairly sure the hand accesses the door. Between the thing that we found in the barn and the thing that's in the grinder, we'll have that middle part. And then we also have a CD that should take care of that last part. Loosen glove from the severed hand. Highly disgusting. Yeah, I would agree with that. with it perfectly preserved. Once you manage to tear away from everything, giving yourself an unending stream of high fives with this hand, you may not want to find an actual use for it. It's not starting another round of high fives. Go, sausage grinders, it's jammed inside. Hold the warped key FOB out of the grinder. An ideal place for it. Actually, I need to go upstairs. Yeah, this game is much more straightforward than I was trying to do here. The FOB has been smashed good and flat. The FOB has been smashed so perfectly flat that you can't help but toss it like a frisbee to see how far it goes. You immediately regret your decision. Apologize for not reading it before I flattened it. Should have done that. Now I have everything. Back to this door, and then I think the actual game will start. Question is, will I want to end the episode before then or after then? This is an open, yeah. Check out one more thing. No. Hello, desk. Give you back your muffin. Can't eat it. Alright, here we are. Everything we need, plus a English muffin. I'm going to end the video here though, because I have a feeling we might have like a bunch of cutscenes and stuff after this point on. So, I'd like to get that all in its own separate video. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.